The Springboro Pastors Association's 5th annual celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King is going to be held on Monday, January 20th. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here at the Springboro Performing Arts Center, along with two members of this Pastors Association, Terry Carlisle and Palmer Jason. And hello, guys, how are you?
Great.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well.
So before we get into this, because we've done this now, this is going to be the 5th year.
Yes.
Hard to believe, right?
It is.
Time flies.
Time flies. We started outside
Right.
in the cold. We've moved it in here to the theater at 115 Wright Station Way. But Palmer, tell us what people can expect from this event.
Well, it's a great opportunity to introduce your family to the speakings of Martin Luther King Jr. Many people don't know his activism work. They're not familiar with his writings. Everybody knows that, or many people know the I Have a Dream speech, but they don't know all the other prolific writing and speaking that he did. So what we like to do is just bring them a couple of excerpts from that as we read from his writings and then have some people pray.
And it is a very powerful 30 minutes. I mean,
Yes.
It's nice and tight. It starts at noon. Terry, what keeps you involved in it?
Powerful is the right word. Palmer is one of those persons that gives one of the speeches, and I could swear I'm hearing Dr. King. I'm one of those people he just referred to that I'd known the I Have a Dream speech all my life, pretty much. Well, not quite. And when I came to this event the first couple of times, I went home wanting to read more of Dr. King's speeches. So much that I've memorized, not speeches, but I've memorized some of the quotes. He said, I actually believe he's a prophet, not just a pastor. He said, love is the only force capable of turning enemies into friends. Now, you think of him as a pacifist, but he was an activist. He used the word force. This event, I think, shares something with us that says when we leave this event on the 20th, we should be different. We should be doing something different in terms of not judging people because of their skin color, their opinions, or whatever it might be. So it's powerful in that sense to me and to my church.
Yeah.
And it's so uplifting when you're here. And again, it starts at noon. It's a free event.
Yes.
And you have just members of the community do readings, and then someone follows with a prayer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And we actually give the script out to the audience as well, so they can read along if they so choose. I'm going to add another element this year too, kind of a test your knowledge, and see. Terry was mentioning some of the quotes
Yeah.
to see if you can complete some of the quotes of Martin Luther King. So we'll have that on the last page of the script as well this year. Hopefully, it will encourage people to go and find those speeches and find the different venues that he spoke at. There might be times where they're getting ready to go out and do a march, and they would gather at a church before, and he would give a small speech. There's some from his letters from the Birmingham jail that he actually wrote when he was arrested for protesting. And then there's just different venues or times that the march, the speech at the mall on Washington. So it's interesting to put yourself in different contexts. If you weren't around then, what would it have been like to go to a church and listen to him speak? What would it have been like to be out in the street and in the crowd that was about to march and to hear him speak, or to sit at home on the radio or TV and just to hear him? So we want to kind of bring that alive for people, and I think it's a great event for the family.
Yeah, and it's a very simple event.
Yes.
I mean, there's not a lot of bells and whistles.
Yes.
It's Dr. King's words, and they are more powerful, as we said, and more dramatic than any type of fancy schmancy stuff that we would need to do, right?
Yes.
I mean, what message do you want people to leave with?
Well, I want them to leave with a sense of we're all in this together, but we need to be active, to actually be a part of the change that we want to see. And so I thought that he, in his short-lived life, he was willing to go out and speak prophetically, as you said, and call America to be the nation that it claimed to be on paper. And so I think that that's still a relevant message today, that there are still people groups that need assistance. And so when you have a passion for something, you can't just keep quiet about it.
And how about for you, Pastor Terry?
Not much difference in my way of looking at it, but again, one of his speeches that impressed me was this beautiful litany that only he can do, where he said, you can mistreat us, you can abuse us, you can dislike us, but we're going to love you. And that will win you over. That power of love, that he was courageous enough to use love as his tool and not violence. It's a transforming experience to know that this man didn't just preach, he gave his life, literally, to show us that you didn't have to mistreat others to be on top, basically.
And unfortunately, it is a message that we still need to be reminded of today,
Yes.
every day.
Even in Springboro. For those who may be not coming because, well, Springboro doesn't have that problem, we still do. We still look down on some people because of this or that. So come to this and be inspired like I have been.
Yeah, it is an absolutely wonderful event. Again, it is on Monday, January 20th. It starts at noon. It's here at the Springboro Performing Arts Center at 115 Wright Station Way. We'll make sure it's warm and toasty no matter what the weather is, but this is just one of the wonderful community events that the Springboro Pastors Association is involved with. Tell us about some other ideas or other things that you all do.
Well, the clergy meet once a month, and we invite other community leaders to that event from the schools and the city and other things. So we do a crosswalk that our churches cooperate with. We both all support the food pantries, the SCAC and the pantry that's in Franklin, Ohio. And like I said, we meet on a monthly basis. Palmer and I have been together with a group called Undivided. We won't go into a lot of detail about that now, but if you hear the term Undivided, it's a neat program. Go to that. The Clergy Association has supported that. There are probably some others I'm forgetting. Palmer, do you think of something that I'm not mentioning?
Well, really just generally trying to support each other in how we support the community. So getting together, even though we're not all part of the same denominations, that we just get together to pray with each other. And let each other know what events are going on in our individual churches that we can be a part of together.
It is also an uplifting organization, and we appreciate all the support that you all give to us as a community. And as you said, there's a monthly food drive. Each church takes a month and does a food drive for the SCAC, so you can check our newsletter out or individual churches for more information about that. But we do want to see you on Monday, January 20th, right here. We want to feel the love, spread the love,
Yes.
and you will leave feeling, in one word,
Uplifted.
Inspired. Bring the kids.
and spread the love. For more information, you can always visit our website, ci.springboro.oh.us, or check us out on social. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.